Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to have a look at some new mods. So first up, we've got an update. This is to the Forage Factory by LSMT modding team AgeStar. 2.98 megabyte on the download, and in the changelog it's got areas to improve, info and production trigger added, pig feed added, and fixed bug with output fill type. Now I have tested this out and it does still give out the forage output, not the forage mix, so that's still the same as before. But you know, obviously, like I said when we had a look at it first time round, I think forage is going to be something in the game later on, because obviously Giants did put the icon out when it gave the icon overview picture. So that's that one update. We've also got another one. This is the multi production factory Alice MT modding team AgeStar, and the changes to this are areas adjusted, info and production trigger added, and input error adjusted. So that's your two updates for today. Now the first mod we've got for today is this. On the website it says an update, but the update is the console release. So this is the Evers Aggro HD6 by Vertex Design, 11.09 megabyte on the download, and it's a subsoilers. You can find it in subsoilers. It requires 120 horsepower from your tractor, and it's got a 2.5 meter working width and a 7 mile an hour working speed. Obviously no options, it comes as it is, so if you're into your small implements, this could be very nice indeed. Now the next mod is not really an implement mod, it's a change to the implements. This is the Auger Wagon with Lime mod from TF 2020 mods, 9 kilobyte on the download, so not even a megabyte, so it's really small. And this is a modification that adds lime and pig food to all auger wagons. And on the website it also says, in addition, trains can now transport everything that normal trailers can also transport. So that's always a good update. So if you need to sell anything to Grain, is it Grain Valley? Anyway, if you ever need to use the train on Elm Creek and you need to use get to the sell point for the train, you're going to be able to put more stuff in and sell it. Excellent. So obviously you can see there on the auger wagons you've got the pig food and the lime icons there. Obviously it's not on all of them, I suppose there are special ones like sugar beet there and potatoes, but on the other ones you can do pig food and lime as well. Excellent. Right, next up we got the Buyable Large Stack of Bales by Mech Mods, 62 kilobyte on the download, and this is this lot here. Obviously you got a few different options. So you got the round silage, straw, hay and grass, and then square silage, straw, hay and grass. So if you go into these, obviously we've been able to buy multiple bales before, but you've now got a maximum option of 30 on the grass, 30 on the hay, 30 on the straw, 30 on the silage, of which you can change the wrapping colour if you want to, and then on the round bales 30, 30, 30, and then with the silage you can change the colour again and also have 30. So if you're buying your bales in because you haven't got the stuff for your animals, you can buy loads all at once. Excellent. Right, next up we got this here. This is the Toolbox by Schultz Modding, 0.11 megabyte on the download, and it's a toolbox that you can take with you. What I mean by that, if we go up close, there we are, you can pick it up, chuck it in the back of the pickup if you want to, and then you can repair your vehicles and implements at the side of the field. So what you need to do with this is you need to have the handle side up and those two orange latches facing what you want to repair. So we'll pick it up, we'll put it next to the tractor, drop it down, we'll go up to it there, and it gives you the workshop trigger. So I'll stick in if you're on Xbox like me. There we are, we can repair our Fendt if we want to. Excellent. So you're going to find this under the construction menu. So if we go into there, we then go into buildings and tools. 750 to buy, and it is a little placeable. Pick it up, chuck it in the back of your pickup truck. Excellent. Right, next up we've got Metal Shed. This is by Camillos 0397, 9.01 megabyte on the download, and it's a shed. Very nice indeed. Obviously store your equipment in here, store your tractors. You even put bales in here if you want to. I mean, it's got the concrete blocks around the bottom, so you could even do a bit of root crop storage if you want to. So you're going to find this under the construction menu again, under sheds, and then we'll scroll along till we find it. There we are, 13 grand to buy. Just plonk it down and then away you go. Excellent. I like that. Right, next up we've got On Emma's Shop by LSMT Modding Team Stefan. 3.39 megabyte on the download, and this is a sell point. So here you're going to be able to sell your flour, sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, grape juice, egg, sugar, cake, bread, potatoes, milks, olives, and road salt. So if we go into the construction menu again, this is under productions and then selling points. There we are, 40 grand to buy. Place it down and you can sell everything I just mentioned. That's alright, this is. Obviously you got some steps up there that you can go up to. There's nothing up there, mind you, apart from a little seating area for you. And if we come down and we'll go around the side, there's your unload point. Drop it all in there. Sell your stuff. Excellent. Very nice indeed. I like that. Obviously always good to have extra sale points on your map. Gives you more options and getting a better price. Very nice indeed. Right, next up we got the package of premium pallets and bags. This is by Happy Mole, 4.52 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this in the pallet section. So we've got seeds, solid fertilizer, lime, wheat, pig food, oats, road salt, manure, mineral feed. Then we go into the bags. We've got seeds, solid fertilizer, lime, wheat, pig food, oat, road salt, manure, and mineral feed. Obviously the bags vary. You've got 100 kilo there, 85, 110. Obviously different variations in the weights from them. And then the pallets, 1050 litres, pretty much all the way along there. 1050 each. Excellent. Obviously if you want to vary the way that you're putting your seeds or anything else that you're buying here, use one of these. Very nice indeed. Right, so the next one we got here is Buyable Products. This is by Jelonek. It's 0.66 megabyte on the download. Under pallets again, and you can buy these 4 things here. You can buy the sugar pallet, the flour pallet, the butter pallet, and the raisins pallet. So it's 500 each. You can get 1000 litres of sugar, 1000 of flour, 1000 of butter, and 1000 of raisins. So if you're doing a production chain that you don't have all the ingredients to run the previous production chain, say like you want to make cakes or whatever, and you haven't got the equipment to get the crop off the field in the first place and then to put it through the previous production chain, you can just buy the pallets here, then chuck it in. You haven't got to go through the whole rigmarole of getting all the other stuff first. Excellent. Right, next up we got the adjustable drawbar pack by EY Modding, 0.17 megabyte on the download, and you've got these two here. You've got the drawbar round and the drawbar square. So what you're going to use these for in real life, if you're going down the whole immersive feel of it all, is you'd attach it to the back of your 2-wheel tractor, and this is going to distribute the weight a bit more evenly, so you're going to be able to pull more heavier equipment than you really should be. The only option on both is to change the main colour, so you can turn it into any one of those. hook it up to the back, and away you go. Excellent. Right, next up we've got the implement mover for skid steer loaders by EY Modding, 0.43 megabyte on the download, and it's something to put on the front of your skid steer loader so you can move your equipment around the farm. Obviously it then gives a 3-point hitch on the front, so if you need to move something and your tractor's away doing something else with a worker, hook one of these on and you can tidy up your area. The option you've got there is to change the colour. So change the main frame. Going to cost you £1,000 to buy. That's alright, that is. Very nice indeed. Right, next up is the Lizard Z525. This is by QWERTY, Puzzcap and Consi. 3.44 megabyte on the download, and it's a tedder. So you're going to need 34 horsepower from your tractor, and it's got a 2.7 meter working width, and it will run at 9 miles an hour. So the options you've got there are normal, wheelwood tyre, and then back to normal. You can change the main colour, we'll put it as blue, change the frame, and then the design colour, put that as red. We'll change all the spikes, tines, fingers, whatever you want to call them, along the bottom. Obviously it's not that big, not that wide, but if you've got a small field to work on, this could fit in very nicely. Right, next up we've got the Amazon Catros 6002 disc harrow. This is by Nichols, 7.85 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under disc harrows. So you're going to need 180 horsepower from your tractor. It's got a 6 meter working width and an 8 mile an hour top speed. Obviously no options to change anything on it, so it comes as it is. But if you're using a disc harrow, it's alright, this is. Don't need much horsepower from your tractor. Excellent. 31 grand to buy, so not that expensive. This could be a nice addition to your farm, this. Very nice. So next up we got the Brantner DD24073-2 XXL. This is by Archimedes, 6.12 megabyte on the download, and obviously you're going to find this under trailers. So it starts off in the standard configuration with 17,900 litre capacity. You then go up to the configuration there, standard or extension. So with the extension, that takes it to 25,500 litre capacity. And then on the wheels, you've got brands, the usual shenanigans on the go. And then you got the cover, yes or no. And then you can change the main colour to any one of those. If we go back up to configuration, you can then change that to a bale trailer with the right side open, a bale trailer with the left side open, and then a bale trailer with no sides at all. So a few different options there for you. Bit of an all-around trailer. It's alright, that is. Very nice indeed. Right, next up we've got the Stratton TerraVitesse CFS 4201 Forage Wagon. This is by VarioFan 1987, 8.66 megabyte on the download, and obviously it's going to be under the Forage Wagon menu. So it's got a 40,000 litre capacity. It's going to require 180 horsepower from your tractor. It's going to run at 12 mile an hour. So you've got the usual options there with the tyre brands. You've got a couple of different ones on a couple of different brandages. Then design, you've got standard metering rollers on the side there, and standard, and then silage additive tank, no or yes. Where's the tank? There you are on the front. So that's your options for that. I mean, that's alright, that is. Obviously Stratton's been in the game for quite a while. Very nice indeed. Right, next up we got the Joskin DRACAR 8600 by Nicopix, 7.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this under trailers. So it starts off with 47,000 litre capacity. Then you've got the option there in the configuration to change that to the extension. Now bear that in mind, because when you do put the extension on, you lose the ability to have a cover. Just a little tip there for you. Wheel options, wheel brands, you know, you've got the usual things on the go there. and obviously you got the option for a cover, yes or no. Then change the main color, we'll go for a red. We'll change the main frame, it's more of an orange to be fair. Design color, we'll change that to a purple. We'll change the side panels, and then rim color, well, put that as a nice pink. We'll change the rims, and obviously change the license plate if you want to. So right, that is 47,000 litre capacity. Obviously with the options that we've done to it, it's now costing, well, basically 69 grand, but 59 grand as a base price, that's alright, that is. Excellent. So next up, we've got the John Deere TSeries and 600X headers. This is by Gef25, 29.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this one under headers. You're going to find this under harvesters. So the first up, it comes in, it's got a 305 horsepower engine to start with. It's got a 10,000 litre grain tank. Now when you change up the engine options, it should change up the grain tank eventually. So we'll start off with 305 and 10,000 litres, 387 with 10,000 litres, 387 with 11,000 litres, 455 horsepower with 11,000 litres, then back to 305 with 10,000. So there's not much in the grain tank, not much in the horsepower, but there are options for you. Then we got the different usual tyre brand shenanigans on the go, and you can also change it from standard, wide tyres, crawler track and crawler track 2, and then the straw distribution width on the back, you got 5 meter, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 meters, and back to 5, so depending on how far you want to spread your straw if you're not collecting it. And then the pipe, you got 5.2 meter, 5.6, 6.5 and 6.5 with a foldable section. So that's the harvester. Right, for the headers, obviously under the header section, you got the 630X and the 635X. So the 630X has got a 9.2 meter working width, and the 635X has got a 10.7 meter working width. So you go into it, no options, it comes as it is in the John Deere green. Hook it up to the front of your harvester and get cracking. Excellent. Right, next up we got the John Deere 6300. This is by Sleutjes Modding, 19.49 megabyte on the download, and it's under small tractors. Now I don't understand why we've got two here. They're both 6300s, but one's like 5 grand more than the other, which is a bit of a strange one. So maybe one's newer than the other. Random. Anyway, we'll go into it because all the options are the same. So you start off with the 100 horsepower engine and 19 mile an hour top speed, and under configuration we change that. We'll go with a 240 front weight, 400 front weight, 560, and then back to standard. Obviously you've got your usual shenanigans on with your wheels. Then design change from original to exhaust chrome 1, and then exhaust chrome 2, exhaust flap, and then back to original. Design there, you've got original, design 1, design 2, which don't really seem to be doing much, do you? I was putting those weights, well it looks like weights in the back wheels. So design 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back to original. Front loader attacher, no or yes. You've got John Deere. And then engine setup, we've got the 6300 at 100 horsepower and the 6405 at 105 horsepower. And main colour, we'll change the main colour of the seat. So it doesn't change anything on the actual tractor, just the seat. There you are. Obviously you got the same shenanigans on the go there. And the only difference is, which was got this one here, the design on the 6300 for 20 grand, you can change the tint of the windows. Obviously it's a bit bright in the summertime when you're out in the field. Other than that, all the options are the same. So right, that is obviously older style looking, more square front end on it. That's what you want to go for. Bit of role play on the go. Very nice indeed. Right, and the last one for today is the Case Maxim series. This is by Schnibble Modding and Redcat 3D. 10.46 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under small tractors. So it's 112 grand to buy to start with 145 engine horsepower and a 31 mile an hour top speed. And we can change the usual shenanigans on the tyres. And you've got interior colour. We've got grey and carpet, beige. Why would you want beige on a tractor? You know, you're out in the field getting dirty. That's just going to be filthy. Anyway, and then beige carpet, and then back to grey. It's got beacon lights on the top. We've got none, left and right, then back to none. So then we've got the fenders on the back. We've got small fender or broad fender. Front loader attacher, no. Quickie or Hauer, so no stall. And then on the engine setup, we've got 145 horsepower, 155, 169, 175, then back to 145. And we change the main colour. We'll go for grey. And obviously change your license plate. So that's your options in the shop. Right, so let's jump in. Start it up. We'll give it a bit of a toot. Obviously you've got the lights. Then for the options, if you're on Xbox like me, you need to hold LB and RB in. So then the left stick with those two held in, left and right, will open and close the sunroof. Then the right stick with LB and RB held in, left and right, opens the door. And then LB and RB with right stick up and down opens the back window. Excellent. Obviously the Case Maxim is a very popular tractor, so if you want to get on the go one of these, very nice indeed. Right, that is it for today. Obviously there's a lot of mods and we have whipped through them really quickly. There's a lot to get through. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite, which one you're thinking of using. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.